Daniel Madison. The style of sleight of hand that I do is based on card cheating. I'm more interested in the techniques and the methods and the psychology behind the deception, whereas the magician's usually more interested in trying to fool somebody. The thing I love most about handling a deck of cards is the control. It's something of an obsession. If I did manage to fool Penn and Teller, although I'd be taken to Vegas, I might have to spend my whole time in a hotel room because I don't think the casinos would let me in.
Will you please welcome Daniel Madison.
June 14th, 1930, there was a card cheat called Walter Irving Scott. He managed to fool some of the world's most amazing magicians by demonstrating an ability to deal winning poker hands from a shuffled deck of cards. And he did this blindfolded. A lot of speculation followed these stories as to whether the deck that he used was borrowed or his own. Any magician can deal aces or a winning poker hand from his own deck. Tonight, I'm going to attempt to deal a winning poker hand from a deck of cards I've never handled before, and in honor of Walter Irving Scott, I'm going to attempt to do it wearing a blindfold. At this point, Penn and Teller, can I invite you to join me at the card table, please? Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Can you please inspect the blindfold? Make sure it's not see-through. I asked you to bring along a deck of cards that I can use. Can you take the cards out of the box for me? Give them a thorough shuffle. I'm going to put the blindfold on. Are you satisfied that there's no peeking going on, or are you happy with that?
I'm pretty happy, yeah.
Okay. Once you're satisfied with the shuffled deck, if you can put it in my hand face down, please.
Feel good about that?
Is the deck now, is it face down?
Yeah, it is.
So you can see the back of the cards there?
Yep.
Okay. This next part I have to perform in silence, if you don't mind. If I've done this correctly, the 5 cards that I've dealt to the table will be a royal flush, all diamonds. So the 10, the jack, the queen, the king, and the ace of diamonds. If you can turn those cards over for me, please.
That is the king of diamonds. That's the 10 of diamonds. That's the queen of diamonds. That's the jack of diamonds. And I think it's really, really likely that that's the ace of diamonds.
I'm now feeling, because I'm watching Penn and Teller, I'm feeling now I know how to bust people. I'm looking all over the place. I couldn't see anything. I'm assuming it was something to do with this, but no, you can't see anything with that. So that's you're completely blind with that. And there's like foam on the inside and...
It does make it difficult, obviously, because I can't see anything. So,
have you ever in the past been tempted, shall we say, to use these kind of skills in an actual poker game?
Not something I can really talk about.
Are you confident, or do you think they might know what's going on?
I won't be surprised if I haven't fooled them, because I know how intelligent they are. So, yeah.
despite the way they look.
You know, now that I think about it, maybe he did fool us.
Daniel, Penn, take it away.
Okay.
Wow. I think we might be more impressed because we know what you did. But I'm just going to say to you that a dear friend of mine, Jerry Camaro, did the move that you did when you were dealing out the cards. And he used to go around teaching it to people. Yes. And his move was so perfect. He would teach it to magicians and they could never learn it. And the reason they could never learn it was he had spent 14 years in prison for murder one and practiced every day.
Right.
I have never seen anyone who did not do hard time in prison do that move you did to pull those out that well. The way he got the royal flush of diamonds from the shuffle deck onto the table is, I've seen people equal to that move, but I've never seen someone do it better. Beautifully done.
He's got to go. He's got to get back to the open jail before 9 o'clock. So we didn't fool Penn and Teller, but you gave us a great performance. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Madison, ladies and gentlemen.